Next we got Ray versus Roxanne.
What? Roxanne. Man, Jamie
And
Foxx.
I really liked Roxanne though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really like that movie.
Yeah, it is not gonna do it. It's not gonna win.
But Ray.
Ray could have been a short film and still won.
Ray is one of the movies you be like, well, yeah, we wanted to capture what they did in Ray when we did this biopic. It's one of those movies.
I feel like they should follow that blueprint when they do biopics. It's just like, you see how Ray was? Make that like this. So whatever actor you got to get to make to do that, get Jamie Foxx get Jamie Foxx to play Tupac. I think Jamie Foxx could pull it off.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Disclaimer. No matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you. And we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off. Hello. We are back, and we are on some BS today.
Yeah.
So I've been throwing out little posts every now and then about battling as far as movies go. So we decided we're going to do a tournament. Look, I'm on my hand already chopped off. You see, we got this new office space, right?
Yeah. We got to keep our hands like this.
We got this new office space, right? So we're gonna so our thing is we set up a tournament of music biopics, black music biopics.
Right.
We didn't put this in no order. It was randomized. I put it in the generator. They just randomized the name. So it ain't like we purposely line these movies up with certain movies.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this in a voting style. So it's gonna be my vote, Brian's vote, and then the vote of the people. And by the vote of the people, we're gonna put out a poll on like 3 different sites. Yeah. And we're just gonna tally them all up. So you guys' vote will count.
Yeah, and it's a lot of different opinions, just off of a small post that I did on Facebook, and it's like, I already know it's gonna be hard. Somebody's not gonna be happy, but
straight up,
it's coming off of 3 votes. It's us, and then it's y'all. So we sorry.
yeah, we sorry, but we ain't. Also,
at the time,
you get mad, you don't gotta vote. You don't have to vote, but don't get mad if your movie ain't there at the end. That's on you.
This is like that's blasphemy. Like, yo, calm down.
You don't know black music. We had a dude tell us that. Well, he didn't say we didn't know black music. He was saying we can't compare biopics because everybody got a message, which we agree with, but it's not about comparing the person with the message. It's comparing about the execution of the movie.
That's what I'm saying.
I can make the life story of any rapper on Tubi. Are you gonna say it's as good as Ray? Absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not.
It, like, judging, we're not rating your life stuff. We're not actually rating the life stories. Like, oh no, he lived better than this. Like, he didn't.
So we're gonna do a tournament style. We found just for purpose of having enough movies to do a tournament style, we found a total of 16 movies. 16 of the top popular music movies. Y'all probably gonna yell at us about something. It might be like, what about Lady Sing the Blues? It's no disrespect to any other movie we left off.
Yeah, we probably didn't see it, or if we did not see it, like, we probably didn't see it if we didn't put it on. But if we didn't see it,
don't say we. Don't say we.
Have you seen Lady Sing? I've seen Lady Sing the Blues. Have you seen like Bessie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know why you saw Bessie.
Man, cut it out, man. Cut it out, man. All right. But anyway, so it's only 16 movies that we can put on here. So we're gonna go half by half, like East and West. So on one half of the chart, 'cause I don't know what side we're gonna put it on. On one half of the chart, it's this is the first battle. It will be All Eyes on Me versus I Want to Dance. And Brian's looking like that because no matter what All Eyes on Me was going against, it was getting out of
here. Yeah. So that's the first one.
That's the first one.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, All Eyes on Me is the Tupac biopic. Is it biopic or biopic?
Same thing.
Same thing. Versus the Whitney Houston biopic. So
the latest Whitney Houston biopic, not the one on Lifetime.
All right. I'm gonna just say my vote is the I Want to Dance. Yeah, the Tupac biopic did not work for me, and I want them to do it again.
And shout out to the actor who played Tupac, because I'm also picking I Want to Dance, but he's a great actor. It just the movie didn't work for me.
Yeah, he did a good job. He could be the Tupac if they made another one. I wouldn't mind him going back and using him, but
they kind of shouldn't. Only because he's advanced into something else. You don't want to revert back to trying to do Tupac again if it didn't work the first time.
It wasn't him though, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, they should. I think they were more so looking for who looks like Tupac. Like I said, he can act, but it was like their whole focus was he looks just like Tupac. It's like, how about this movie looks like Tupac's life? You guys want to focus on that or no?
Yeah, and the guy that directed it, well, not directed it, but the guy
Benny
that was
Boone?
in charge, not Benny Boone, the guy that was actually was the producer guy, LT Hutton. You know, I mean, he knew Tupac and he was around at that time, and I remember him in an interview saying like, this is not like his life, like per se, you know, it's more of like what Tupac wanted to be. I remember him saying that in the interview. Like, I think that was a kind of a cop out. Like, he just was like, I'm not gonna follow everything, so I'm gonna say that this is what Tupac would have liked to. This is what he was and what he would like to be as well, versus just all facts.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Either way, it just didn't work for me. I Want to Dance was a good movie. A lot of people had a problem with them not putting Bobby Brown in there. So him being Bobby Brown, that should be a Lifetime thing. The other Bobby Brown from New Edition,
Woody McClain, came from Power. Yeah,
but I would say the RZA dude who played Bobby Brown, he didn't have to do too much, so it was all right.
Yeah, I like that dude. I just feel like he's the same person in the things that I've been seeing him in. Like he's the RZA there. He's the in that one movie that was based in Oakland, like he was that guy, and now he's that guy here. So like anything I've been seeing him in, I feel like he hasn't had to show any like real range. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, except when they made him do that stupid voice, and dang, you gotta cuss that too. When they made him do that stupid voice as the RZA, when he changed up to that robot style, I didn't like that.
Right.
But anyway, so the round one for us, I Want to Dance. He said, I Want to Dance. And we're going to listen to what y'all say, but it's not going to matter because it's 2-1. Yeah. Part 2, we have Temptations versus New Edition.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
It sucks to have to do this early.
Yeah. You know, that's going to be... I feel like one of them should be on the other side.
Yeah, I hate. Like I said, this was random. I hate that it happened this early.
Yeah, man. I'm sitting up here thinking right now. I was just like, should we? Ooh. Because
you know what?
because I feel like both of those movies should be like in the finals.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, but this is the way the tournament works out, man. It is what it is. It can only be one at the end of the day.
That's crazy.
But I can vote. I can vote.
I can too.
And I got a reason why.
Yeah, I can. It's just the fact that it's so early. But yeah, I get you.
Yeah, we ain't scared. Get out your emotions, man. It is what it is.
Hey, man, I got, but mine is Temptations. I be just keeping it real.
Mine is New Edition.
That's
and
crazy.
I'm gonna keep it gangster. I'm gonna let you know why.
Yeah.
Temptations. I love Temptations. I love that movie. Love it, love it, love it. There's a certain point in Temptations where you could just stop watching it.
There's a certain point in Temptations where you can stop watching it. Like which part?
Towards the end.
Are you talking about when they all start to like go off and like pass away? Are you talking about that part?
No.
Oh, Blue.
So it's like I guess come on, shut up, man. My favorite character in Temptations, a lot of people is David Ruffin. My favorite is Paul.
Yeah.
So when Paul dies, the energy of the movie kind of drops. To where it's just like a documentary. It ain't really at that point it's kind of like, okay, let me just finish this out. But New Edition carries you through the whole thing.
No, I understand what you're saying about the Temptation movie, but it was still that good to where, the piece that you're talking about didn't affect me as much. You know what I mean? Especially like as the end goes on. What about the Smokey Robinson singing at the funeral, man? You can't cut that out, bro. My buddy. Yeah, exactly. They go ahead and smile, bro. You can't cut that out.
You being funny right now, man.
No, man, I'm not, bro. That boy was singing.
Okay. And see, now you're making me now it's gonna sound like I'm tearing down Temptation.
No, I'm not. I'm just like, don't get me wrong. New Edition is fire, and there's gonna be people that pick New Edition. I just feel like Temptations is it just hit different, man. Like you got the acting of Leon playing David Ruffin, carrying that part of the movie. You know what I mean? And the I don't want to make it seem like their downfall was a good thing, but in the movie, it made it it made for a good movie.
Let me tell you, if I was able to put a pedestal and put all the movies that I absolutely love as far as music movies, then Temptations, Jackson 5, and New Edition go up there.
Yeah.
Without a question. But in this tournament, if I could only watch one for the rest of my life out of these two, it's going to be New Edition.
Yeah, man. I can't agree with you on that one, but that's cool because I understand that it's hard. And you ain't gonna be the only one.
It's gonna be a lot of people that just say Temptations for the fact that they've lived with it longer. There's gonna be a lot of people. That's why a lot of people just. No, I ain't gonna say that's why. A lot of people can't let go of what nostalgia is. They'll just be like, "You crazy."
You know what's funny to me is Temptations don't seem that old because I didn't see the Temptations like I felt like I wasn't a kid when it like came out. It don't feel
you wasn't.
old. Yeah, it don't feel old like the Jacksons do. I remember exactly where I was when that Jackson movie came out.
Right, we was watching on TV. Right, to TV to watch it.
Yeah, Temptations seemed like DVD era, even though I know it came on a VHS.
No, it was DVD. I got it on DVD when it dropped.
Okay. Yeah, so they don't seem that like to me. Like I would have, even though I know New Edition came out, like what was that, 2018, 2017, something like that. I like New Edition, but yeah, I got to keep Temptations on this one. Just a lot of reasons that I can't even, if I name it, that's a whole podcast.
Right. So I'm not. So don't say, oh, he don't like Temptations because I'm picking New Edition. I don't want to hear that.
That's blasphemy.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. And and the ending, like I said, it comes down to the ending for the ending of the movie. The ending of New Edition seemed more emotional. In the Temptations. Smokey Robinson.
I really miss you, my buddy.
Be quiet, man.
Oh,
Okay, so I picked New Edition. He picked Temptations. It's up to y'all vote.
Up
If
to
y'all
y'all,
vote,
man.
if y'all vote me out, you vote me out.
You out.
I'm going for what I want.
I might be surprised though. You never know.
You never know. The next one, Notorious versus Straight Outta Compton.
Ugh.
I like, you know what's funny? And it's not being biased, but I kind of like the feel of being biased by saying Straight Outta Compton easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you put this over there, without a doubt, no, how you gonna deny the greatness? Nah, hey, Straight Outta Compton. I literally watched Straight Outta Compton back to back for a full 3 days when it dropped.
Yeah, it's just a better movie.
Just a all around better movie. And they put Tupac in Notorious.
Nigga, Anthony Mackie playing Tupac that would have started another East Coast West Coast beef if it would have came out at the wrong time. They'd have been like, what?
I kind of feel like, maybe I'm thinking too deep. I kind of feel like they took a shot at Tupac by doing that.
That's what I'm saying. It felt like a diss.
Because his real name is Clarence. What's the matter? You get it?
Yeah.
You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school, and this is the guy you get to play Tupac. I feel
One
like
Pac,
that was a
two
subliminal
Pac,
diss.
3 Pac, 4. You're a Pac,
Mhm.
he's Pac, no Pac. Man, yeah.
That was a subliminal at Tupac. I ain't like it.
Yeah, man, and it was I think they would have only been able to pull that off if they would have like took the movie seriously. That dude would have had to, like, even though Tupac was a thin guy, I felt like Anthony Mackie looked a little thinner, so it made him look like a sick Tupac.
And it looked like a Tupac impersonation instead of just being a guy playing a guy.
I'm Tupac. I hate that part. That was the worst. If they would have cut that part of the movie, I would have probably been like, all right, it wasn't that bad. But that I'm Tupac.
Oh. Yo, what's up? I'm Tupac. This is Biggie Smalls.
I'm like, why y'all do that? Why y'all do that to my man Tupac, man? He ain't do nothing to y'all, man.
Anyways, I vote Straight Outta Compton. Like I said, just Straight Outta Compton is just a better feel type movie. Straight Outta Compton is going to beat a lot of movies on this list anyway.
Yeah, Straight Outta Compton was really good, man. Like I could watch that movie. Like anything that I could watch over again is like is goated for me. Like I could just keep on watching it. It's a really good film.
I could do that with Notorious too, but we just like overall better movie. Notorious wasn't a bad movie. I hated the Tupac thing, but it wasn't a bad movie.
You know why Notorious was good is because it was like I felt like it was held together nicely by the people that played the main characters, like Angela Bassett as the mom, little Notori Norton or Norton.
Yeah, whatever.
He played a really good little Kim to me. You were like, despite
she was great. She could do Lil Kim's story. Well, she's too old now, but she could have did the Lil Kim story.
Despite what Lil Kim talking about, because I know she didn't like it. Great to me, you know what I mean? On the outside looking in, you know what I mean? I don't know the full stories, but as far as like her attitude and the way that she rapped and just her dedication to the part, I felt like she did a good job, especially seeing her coming from 3LW, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just like, oh wow. Don't forget, you know what I mean? And she put these out there, you know. But anyway, and the dude that played Biggie, you're dope.
Yeah, he killing things on Tubi right now. He is cashing Tubi checks.
For real, I want to see how much he putting together because it's like that's a lot going on. Every movie.
He's
like,
in every movie.
Like what the checks looking like, bro?
Yeah, yeah. So Straight Outta Compton.
Absolutely.
Next one. Oh, why they do this? Get Rich or Die Trying. Versus Jackson American Dream. And then the next one. You want to just go to the next round?
I mean, I picked Jackson 5. I mean, Get Rich or Die Trying was a great movie though.
It's a great movie, but come on.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is randomized. It ain't it. I didn't pick these orders. It's just random.
Yeah, I think the audience will agree with us on this one.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be so.
Well, you know what? They might not, because it's like,
hey, we got checked by a dude in G Unit White.
you talking about, man?
Y'all don't know the struggle, man.
You don't know this.
I was out there with Fifth. We was out there. Okay.
We're selling pies for Majestic. That's a fictional character, guy.
But like we said, Get Rich or Die Trying is a great movie. Like I watched that movie a lot too. It's still a great movie, but it's Jackson American Dream.
Yeah, I don't even feel like Get Rich or Die Trying. Get Rich or Die Trying didn't feel like a biopic to me, even though it was supposed to. It's about him, and him getting shot and getting famous after that. So it's like it's just loosely based on his life. I don't feel like all of that happened, like everything, but it was still a really good one.
Yeah, compared, Joe Jackson was really beating them kids.
Hey man, it's Michael Jackson, bro. Like, I can't.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't know what you want me to say. Angela Bassett, Lawrence Jacobs, dude, Jason Weaver,
Terrence Howard,
man, playing.
Hey,
he was playing Jackie, right?
Yeah, they had Monica Calhoun was in there too. Young Reeby.
Yeah, she was in there. I don't really recognize a lot of the other Jacksons.
Boyce Man.
Oh, he got the
Ain't
head
nobody
so
sing
big
like the
he can't fit
Jacksons.
through the door.
Don't worry me none. Don't nobody sing like the Jacksons. Okay.
Dude got beat down.
Yeah, he did. It wasn't one of them. I was like, I want to fight Wanye.
That's the dude. That's funny.
Get Rich. Okay. The next round, 5 Heartbeats versus Why Do Fools Fall in Love. I know some people are probably like, 5 Heartbeats was a fiction, but it's loosely based off the Delphonics. It's
the Dells.
I mean the Dells.
Yeah,
I said the Delphonics. So.
Say that one more time. What is it?
You heard exactly what I said.
The 5 Heartbeats.
5 Heartbeats versus Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
Yeah. In this case, the 5 Heartbeats are gonna win over the Frankie Lyman story. Don't get me wrong. Lorenz Tate did a great job.
He did a fantastic job, and that's one of those great movies too. Like, if it's on, you'll watch it. You might not necessarily go turn it on, but if it's on, you watch it. It's a great movie.
I feel like Vivica Fox could have had a good career. I don't know what happened. I feel like she went from like.
We're not gonna disrespect Vivica Fox on here.
I ain't say I was disrespecting.
You just did.
I like, what happened to her, like being like in like bigger like films. It was like, I felt like she was up there, and then it was like after that she was just like they wouldn't putting her in nothing no more, putting her in like something that was straight to DVD. Remember what was that movie with Dwayne Martin?
Who could play that game? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Who Could Play That Game was actually in the theaters.
Huh?
Who Could Play That Game was actually in the theaters at some point.
Oh, I just know because I had it on DVD. I watched the movie like a lot of times.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Man, write that down. Write that movie down.
Play that game.
That list, I write that down. I forgot.
See, that's what I'm saying, man.
That was calm down, man.
That was 2000s though.
Well, well, okay. So we'll have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But out of these two, for sure, 5 Heartbeats. I don't think it's a lot to explain there either.
No.
So 5 Heartbeats. You guys can vote if you want to. Next we got Ray versus Roxanne.
What? Roxanne. Man. Jamie Foxx.
And I really liked Roxanne though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really like that movie.
Yeah, it is not gonna do it. It's not gonna win.
But Ray.
Ray could have been a short film and still won.
Ray is one of the movies you be like, well, yeah, we wanted to capture what they did in Ray when we did this biopic. It's one of those movies.
I feel like they should follow that blueprint when they do biopics. It's just like, you see how Ray was? Make that like this. So whatever actor you got to get to do that, get Jamie Foxx again. Get Jamie Foxx to play Tupac. I think Jamie Foxx could pull it off. He already balled, man.
Wow.
He could kill it. He was just like, yo, he don't look nothing like Tupac, but he would kill it.
Cut it out, man.
You know what's funny? Not to get off a subject, I thought they was gonna cast Michael B. Jordan to play Tupac at one point.
It wouldn't have shocked me.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have shocked me. You know who they should get to play him now, though? Since, like I said, the dude they got is already done. What's his name? Who's not really known like that? What's his name? The Crib dude.
Talking about Darius Love?
No, the one that he used to do the skits, like the exercise and shit, like Crib exercises and shit.
Why you cussing?
That's twice too.
I ain't gonna be in here bleeping everything. But we've been good though, so it ain't gonna be too many.
Yeah.
Damon Jr.
No, he's a Instagram like he does Instagram skits.
He does Instagram skits.
He was in Insecure too. You normally know the dudes from
LA
LA that do
yeah.
Instagram skits.
Loco.
Yeah.
He could play Tupac, like, because he looked like him. But I don't know if he could act like him.
He can act though, and he's not well known.
Yeah,
it's better when you got somebody who ain't well known.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, yeah, for sure. I can see that.
Yeah. But back to what we were talking about. We were talking about Ray and Roxanne. And it's no disrespect to Roxanne, but I think even the people that made Roxanne would tell you Ray.
Absolutely.
I got an alert and it cut my.
Yeah.
All right. So next we got the TLC movie versus Cadillac Records.
Yeah, no shade to the TLC movie, but because Lil Mama killed the Left Eye part. But even though, was Cadillac Records out in theaters? Did you see that in the theaters, or did you see it on like later on in life in like the DVD or something?
It's funny. I don't think I seen it in the theaters. I think I saw it at home.
Yeah. It was. I could watch that movie a few times. Don't get me wrong, though. And this might people might not agree with me on this.
I agree with you before you say it.
I didn't like Beyonce in the movie. I would keep her that shit. They didn't need it. Just like she was going we was going crazy and crying. I was just like, yeah, I think this was just a come up for if anything, it was a come up for Cadillac Records to get the look. They probably was like, oh, Beyonce wouldn't be in it. Cool. That's gonna sell tickets.
Can I tell you the conspiracy behind it? And I believe it.
What?
Dreamgirls, right, was supposed to be Beyonce's spotlight. And Beyonce did good in Dreamgirls, like did great in Dreamgirls. But Jennifer Hudson stole that spotlight.
Yeah, for sure.
Jennifer Hudson had moments. Jennifer Hudson had the You're Gonna Love Me, and that was like the greatest song in the movie. Beyonce had the Listen song that was good too, but it wasn't that. Yeah. So I feel like, well, the conspiracy is, since she didn't get the notoriety from doing Dreamgirls, they hurry up and did Cadillac Records, because Cadillac Records came out fast after Dreamgirls, and they tried to highlight her doing the song in Cadillac Records.
Yeah, no, I that at last. Yeah, I can see that. Because I definitely thought she put a lot on it.
The problem is just the acting. With Beyonce, the acting is it's never been believable. I'm talking about back from Carmen. It's never been believable. She's great. She's like amazing at music. Acting just ain't it. Like it just ain't clicking. That's all it is. And it's like, no disrespect to her, it just ain't clicking. You ain't ever seen her in a scene and believed her.
I have one, like, I don't even have like a big criticism with Beyonce other than, like acting wise. It's like, I've seen worse actors, right? Worse actresses, right?
For sure.
Um, I'm not a big fan of Beyonce, like when she's trying to be like hood low key. When it's like, that's just my opinion though. Like when she like be rapping or when she curses in her music, I just be feeling like she don't need it. And it almost comes off forced to me. Like when, you know what I mean? Like, if you ever heard her music and then she'll just like start saying like something foul real quick. And I feel like she's trying to keep up with something that she don't have to keep up with. Like, you the innovator, you know what I mean? Like you up here. You know what I mean? You don't have to do anything to make yourself stand out other than be who you are. That people love you as that.
So me, you feel like it's forced energy, kind of like how I feel about what's her name, Bailey. What's the the sisters that were singing?
Chloe Bailey.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about her. Like she's forcing the sexy, but it's like you look uncomfortable.
Yeah, like,
so that's how you feel about her hood when Beyonce doing the hood thing. It's kind of like a like Hillary Clinton saying, "I got hot sauce in my purse."
Like pandering almost to like a certain crowd. Like you don't have to do the thought song. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to talk about like having sex like in a you can talk about it, but you don't have to say it like how Glorilla would say it just because it's popping to say that. You know what I mean? Like I don't need that from you, in my opinion.
So it's the equivalent of how I feel about when Lil Dicky starts rapping.
Lil Dicky starts rapping.
So Lil Dicky talks with perfect diction.
Right.
When he starts rapping, then it's like the girl on my lap. Like you start all of a sudden you using slang words. And that's the only thing that bothers me about Lil Dicky. It's like you don't talk like that, but you rap like that.
Right. And he got bars, so I feel like you can rap what you want.
He got bars for sure. Like there's nothing wrong with his music. It's the only thing that annoys me because it's like you don't talk. When you talk, you sound like a like you ain't touched nobody's hood. When you rap, you sound like you from the hardest streets in Miami or something.
Right. And I get projection, but changing your whole accent is a different story.
Your lingo changes.
Yeah.
It's like you're imitating what you think a rapper should sound like.
Right. That's what I mean, for sure. That's same thing with Chloe. Is just I think the person that pulled that off really good, like the transition, was Rihanna. Like she went from like Upon the Replay to this, this sex symbol, and she can pull it off. She could talk certain. I don't know if it's the Caribbean vibes or whatever. Yeah, but it's like she flipped it from this good girl. I mean, her whole album, Good Girl Gone Bad. I feel like she flipped it right there.
I want to say though, she never had that. She never had that for a time. Destiny's Child seemed innocent.
Yeah,
like they for a limited amount of time, and then but then they had the ghetto girl music though. So that's why I say in their music, I can see what you're saying when Beyonce sometimes you be like, you didn't have to say that. But at the same time, the hood element I feel like is there with her.
I feel like the furthest they went was with Soldier, and it still wasn't like they weren't like killing the curse. They weren't like being vulgar in Soldier. Like Soldier was kind of like just like a, I don't think it was that bad. You know what I mean? It didn't sound like they were forcing it in Soldier to me. But that's the only song I know that them, being a little bit more edgy. But I'm not like a huge, like I'm a fan, but I'm not like, I don't know all the songs on the album. Somebody else be like, no, they had this song too. Like,
I just, in the music, I don't see, I don't, with her necessarily, I don't see the force. I believe that's where she comes from almost.
I mean, she's from the hood, technically, to be throwing up third ward. I feel like she don't have to. That was it's not like she ain't from it. I feel like she ain't have to.
Right. But as far as that acting go, that ain't. that ain't.
I would agree. We're gonna get shot for about a beehive.
Run it.
Yeah.
So that was what was that? TLC movie versus Cadillac Records. The last one is What's Love Got to Do with It versus Get On Up.
I mean, I'm gonna put What's Love Got to Do with It. You know, even though I enjoyed Get On Up. I had a problem with Get On Up when I first saw it, though. Keep it real.
What was the problem?
I didn't like they kept going back and forth. Like I like my
yeah.
my orders in my biopics. I need you to. I don't want to see you when you're an adult first. I want to see you what you went through young. I want to see the start of everything. I want to know how you got there, the way they set up this movie.
I'm gonna use your.
I was not a fan.
I'm gonna use your restaurant technology where you said like you get appetizers, you get the main course and dessert. It's like they come with appetizers, like here go 2 wings. Like, what the rest of it, dog? We're gonna bring it back later. Then they come bring you the steak off your plate. Like, where's the mashed potato? Nah, we're gonna bring it in a minute. Yeah. They're like, here go it's like you keep jumping.
I don't need my biopics like that. My biopics like that.
Yeah, I think it kind of grew on me because I feel like you did the first time. And a lot of biopics started doing that. A lot of them, like when they do the jump around thing, I don't understand it. You know who did it great though? It's funny that we talk about it like this. Ooh. Who did it great was Ray.
Yeah, but the good part about Ray was they didn't like it started off. It was almost like before, like he was already an adult technically. You know what I mean? Like, and they didn't give you the, you know. The kid story was more of like, this is how I became blind, and this is how I got through it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I feel like it wasn't like a full story behind it. It was just like, this is, you know, how I got to be so comfortable with being, you know, blind and how I learned how to play the piano, stuff like that. But I guess it was maybe because it was a better movie too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Possibly. I feel like Get On Up was good, but it came out of nowhere. And I remember seeing it and being a little disappointed when I first saw it. I thought it was going to be better than that because I like Chadwick Boseman, and he had already like kind of did something. I'm like, oh, this is going to be crazy.
Yeah, the first time I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
The jump around did bother me though. But then the more and more I watched it, it's like I don't know, I guess I adapted to it. So it didn't bother me as much. Like I feel like the dopest part of the jump around is when they had him boxing in the ring, and then the band was playing on the side. He like got knocked down, and then you see the band transition from playing how they were playing to playing Get On Up.
I don't remember that part, but I need to watch that movie again. Actually,
no, that was hard. How they did that was hard.
Okay, yeah,
but it was a that is a great movie for sure. But it's What's Love Got to Do with it? Like
Lawrence Fishburne, man, he killed Angela Bassett, man, he killed us. Too quotable, man. It's like that movie to this day will be it'll probably be quoted forever. Like all of the stuff that Lauren. Sometimes I don't even remember what the real Ike Turner looked like.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. A lot of people think Lawrence Fishburne is Ike Turner.
Right. R.I.P. to Tina Turner too.
Ike Turner, they both did.
I mean, yeah.
I accidentally named my son Ike Turner.
Yo, I didn't know
that. My brother told me after we named him. He said, "Oh, you named him Ike Turner." Like, what? He's like, Ike Turner's real name is Isaiah. I was like,
I ain't Pete. That's funny though. That's funny.
That's hilarious.
I think it's funny that we both carry last names of like.
We are the opposites, though. We're the opposites of who these dudes are.
Absolutely.
I'm nothing like Ike Turner.
Yeah. I ain't nothing like David Ruffin, but
you got the glasses on too.
I've been asked that my whole life, though. Anywhere I go, they hear that name, they were just like, "Are you related to?"
You just gotta be like, "Yeah,
it's my granddaddy."
You might be.
Nah, I know it's not.
Your mom gonna tell you one day. Like, I know I told you grew up in Akron, but we also
you know that your goddamn daddy, don't you? Like, what? Where's the royalties? I'm gonna come to a job with my stuff fried, dyed, and laid to the side with a part in it.
with an attitude.
Right.
So far, that's the list.
That's the list.
So we're gonna be dropping polls everywhere.
Mhm.
So you got to follow us to vote on them. If you just watching these videos because you like watching these videos, or you just listen to us because you like listening to us, you want to be part of the vote.
Vote.
Go follow one of the social pages and vote.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how it's gonna come together, because if we cross something out already that somebody else don't agree with, the bracket don't change, because we're already 2-1. I mean, it's already be 2-1.
Right. So we don't have to necessarily add that poll unless you want to, just to see what everybody else would have picked.
Yeah, just to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now we just narrowing it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got you.
So by next video, we record these on Fridays. By next video, we'll be on the second round.
Second side, yeah. Yeah. I'm down with that. I feel like there's only one of them that could change in somebody else's eyes. That's so far. It's just in my eyes, but the other person could be like, what are you talking about? You're Richard trying over, the other one. Like, so. But you never know, man. Generations, man. Eras, bro. We older.
I get it, but I don't. But anyways, so that's the end of this one. Like, share, subscribe, talk to us. We talk back. We everywhere. If you there, listen to us where you can listen to us.
Get your vote on.
Get your vote on. Rock the vote. Vote or die.
Rock the vote.
Just for it.
I'm gonna get a mohawk. We out.
Anyways, we out of here.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.